Did she invite you to that party?
Yeah, she invited me. Yeah, I brought my homie with me. Y'all. I was like, yo, dog, like I need you as a co-pilot here.
Listen, bro. This is something I learned the hard way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you meet a woman and you just start talking to her and she invites you to a party, do not go to that motherfucker, bro. Do not go. It's trouble waiting. She's more than likely, and I learned this the hard way. And I heard somebody else say it and I didn't believe him. And I did it anyway. Two things is either happening. She either trying to make somebody jealous, that's either there, or she gonna post it on Instagram or some shit like that, or you ain't the only person she invited. And what women do is they have little contests with their homegirls, and they just invite all the niggas they know, and so all y'all get there, and all y'all sweating them and shit like that. It's like a little fucking like a attention ego thing to them. You see what I'm saying? So they can show off to their homegirls about how many niggas came and sweating them and shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't go to parties with women you first meet, bro.
Yeah.
It can be very dangerous, or you're gonna waste your time. Now let me ask you a question. Did you hear Shorty?
Nah, like yo,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, like,
exactly.
Here's the wild part. Yo, here's the wild part. Here's the wild part, right? So like this Shorty, right? She's
Another sign you're in a bad relationship. This is not a big surprise, but how safe are you to argue with? It's not the argument that tells if you're in a bad relationship. The best relationships, you're consistently challenged, but you know how to navigate a disagreement so it doesn't turn into a full-blown fight. If you're not safe, and you're not safe to argue with, then you don't have a good relationship.
Women cheat every single day. Well, I'm not gonna say every single day. Women, hold on. I was gonna say every single day with my chest, but women cheat by way of the attention that they appreciate by other men.
That's
cool.
That's
exactly. So cool, you're not going out and lipsing people, do you know what I mean? Like stepping out physically in a relationship, but you like the fact that your quote unquote work husband likes when you wear a skirt. So now every Friday you wear a skirt because you like the attention. It's the same thing. You're not gonna tell your husband, Ben likes when I wear a skirt, but you're kind of doing the same thing. Like,
but one is with vagina and penis, and one is
the currency is not the same. If we're saying that men and women are designed differently, and men physically go out and fuck, cool, and then women's quote unquote DNA is more about the attention part. You're cheating by way of kind of accepting and entertaining attention.
I don't want to be friends with a guy that is in lack of women or money, because it's not a bad man that I'm worried about, because a lot of times a bad man is too lazy to do anything. It's a desperate man that I'm worried about, because a desperate man will do very desperate things.
Yes.
3 toxic masculine traits that girls actually crave. Number 1, stoicism. Now, I'm not saying to be completely emotionless, but as a man, you gotta keep your composure. Learn how to keep all your energy levels down in your nuts. Think of a mountain. Even in the strongest storm, it's grounded, immovable. Number 2, assertiveness. Sometimes as a man, you'll need to be strong enough to lay your foot down and say, you know what? No, this isn't healthy for our relationship. Number 3, now culture always says women need to be independent, that they need to be a boss, you know what. And they get women thinking things like, you know what? I can pay for my own meal. I say stick to tradition. It's never failed us men. Don't be a soy boy. Always pay for your girl's meal.
Being ruthless will give you several benefits. One, it will turn off masculine women. They can't stand ruthless men. And it's also chameleon detected. It's chameleon radar, because so many chameleons out here can play the game, know the buzzwords, but they cannot stand being around men who are ruthless, because eventually they're like, he's gonna find out, he's gonna find out, he's gonna find out.
You might be right.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
What I want you to start doing is start dating women that are into you.
My dad taught me this at a young age, and this is something that he lived by when he was in his dating era of his life. I like who likes me. It's just that simple. A lot of people's problem is we want people to like us who don't like us, who have no intentions of ever liking us. We want to make changes, apply so much pressure. You got to stop doing that. You need to focus on liking people who also like you. Just keep it simple. There is no reason to get hung up on why somebody doesn't like you. I could be better. No. There are plenty of people out there who will like you for you. You just need to find them and actually accept the fact that I need to focus on being around people that like me. It'll simplify your dating. I like who likes me. Keep it simple.
Do you think majority of American women are hoes?
I'll tell you this. Most of them are smashing more dudes than dudes are smashing chicks. I'll say that.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Men just kill themselves and no one cares. We need to change it. There's no funding for men's mental health, and it's the biggest killer for men between like 21 and 45. And no one talks about it. No one even mentions it, lad. Women talk to each other. There's no stigma on women. They sit around and have a cup of tea. Men don't, lad. Men feel like, I can't go and say that to him because he'll think I'm a little mushroom. You know what I mean? That's what men think. But as I said in the cage, I'd much rather my friend come to me and speak to me and cry on my shoulder than me have to cry when I'm carrying his coffin a week later. You know what I mean?
Normalize guys wearing nail polish, crop tops, honestly any clothes they want, dresses, skirts, whatever.
They're forcing women to have kids with dudes that ain't got McDonald's money. Wait. Where's the accountability here? You laid down. You allowed that dude to end you. You brought the baby to full term. Force?
Do not think just because women have sexual privilege and act on it, on marrying up, and society values it and they can throw that out in the mainstream and be okay with it, that you can do the same when you exercise male privilege. Your male privilege is to get the highest quality woman you can at the best possible time in your life. And typically it's going to be when you're older. Do not think you won't be shamed when you act on it. Older men being sexually active with, marrying, and taking up sexual time with younger, vibrant women who are younger, fitter, hotter, and free of the social baggage of women his age. Do not think that's socially acceptable. If you doubt me, ask your mother.
The woman stops becoming sexually interested in the man. Which happens in most relationships. She nags him. She treats him with disrespect. What the hell? What did I do? How do I change this? He starts doing dishes, giving her a back rub in order to get her to have sex with him. This happens because is that the man stops being a man. When you're probably first dating your girlfriend, you probably had a lot of other interests, a lot of other things that were going on in your life. She wasn't the sole thing in your life. You probably had some backbone. You probably didn't just do whatever she wanted.
Why is it that the new generation of men want to be pursued? Like
I got 3 reasons in mind. Most women have perpetuated the idea that they want to date the top 1% of men. And the majority of men are aware that we are painfully not that guy. 2, women aren't aware how horrible they are when it comes to rejecting men. Like so many times now when a man goes out on a limb to just approach a woman and let them know that he's feeling her. Like women don't understand. There's only so many times you can get rejected before you say, fuck this, I'm not doing it anymore. Final reason is simple. A lot of women have pushed the idea that they want to be left alone. And how many times must a man hear, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you, before we say, cool, we won't fucking talk to you then. Let's just go chase some money. But our best solution is only want people who want you, aka pursue me fast. But the problem is women don't want to taste that rejection that they be handing out so freely. So if you want to be independent, act like it.
Yeah, as soon as you said I have to audition for it,
This is every man's nightmare as a father. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemies.